But the best interview that I had that entire day was with a guy that was an attendee there, and he was an executive at Goodyear Tire. And I asked him, for a piece of advice. And I asked him, how old are you? And he said, I think he was 64 or 65, something like that. And I said, if you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what's the best piece of advice you would tell your younger self? And he goes, if a bird lands on a branch, does the bird trust the branch or does it trust its wings? And the clue,
Oof.
I've seen many birds land on branches, but what I've never seen is the branch break and the bird fall and die. Trust your wings. So that was one that I really, really loved, that idea of, you have to trust yourself, trust your gut instinct in any situation. And then the third really conversation that really stuck with me a ton was probably my favorite one, was a guy named Tony Stevens. Again, I was in Highland Park in Dallas, Texas. Highland Park is like one of the richest pockets of people in America. It's where Jerry Jones and a lot of very wealthy Texas people live out in Dallas, Texas. And I was at a Starbucks coffee shop. I saw a gentleman who was kind of in like a very unique outfit, but he was an older guy. And I just went up to him and have a conversation with him. And I said, hey, man, I have a channel. Just want to know if I could ask you a couple questions. And he said, sure, I'll do it. And I asked him that same question. Or I can't remember the exact question. That may have been it, about like the advice he tells younger self. And he goes, you have a moment?